Hi there folks, Scunny Mag Paul here with another away day guide. This one is for Spurs. If you're visiting the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, everything you need is coming up. Okay, Spurs, affectionately known by the fans as the Lily Whites, play at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's now called. What used to be White Hart Lane, bit of a revamp. The ground's not really moved, it's twisted around a bit, and reopened in 2019 with a capacity of just under 62,850, which was a massive jump from the previous 36,000 or so. Fans travelling in, parking, do what you can. Find an app, find something nearby. I got one down near the Seven Sisters, a car park above Tesco, but I was lucky to get it. There wasn't a lot of space, but yeah, get on the different parking space apps and see which one you can find nearby. You're probably going to have a decent walk to the stadium when you do get parked anyway. I usually say for London clubs you're better using the park and rides and getting the tube in, but that's not great either with Spurs. Your nearest overground station is actually White Hart Lane, which is handy, but that's on the Stansted Express line. It's not an underground station. Your nearest underground is actually on the Victoria line, and you've got a choice between Seven Sisters and Tottenham Hale, which are both between 1.5 miles and 2 miles from the ground. You're looking at a 40-45 minute walk from the tube stations when you get there, which is a pain in the backside. There are buses, but there are also road closures around the ground which affect those on a match day, so just have to battle through and make the best of it. It's a fantastic new stadium, £1 billion, all singing, all dancing, lovely and shiny, but the area and the infrastructure around it just massively lets it down. I will say on the tubes, when you're coming out, we've tried Seven Sisters a few times and had to bail out and make our way across, jump in a taxi or whatever, because it's queuing to get into the station and it's bedlam. Even though it's so far from the stadium, you've got stewards down there just trying to guide people in and stop people overcrowding the platforms. It's not easy to get in and out of using public transport. Jumping on a bus and hoping for the best kind of worked for us a couple of seasons ago when we were soaking wet and cold with the rainstorm that hit. But again, we basically just bust to where we saw a tube station and jumped off. We didn't know where it was going, but it is what it is. What I will say for getting out though, and I am going to try on my next visit, is Tottenham Hale has a tube station, has an overground station, and has a bus depot there with routes going off all over the place. So you might actually be better heading there, but I'm going to try that out, and if it's decent, I'll leave a little video up here or there, and hopefully that'll help a few people too. Staying over, it's London, there's hotels galore. I opt for hostels. There's nothing really around the stadium worth mentioning, and there'll be hotels and that dotted around because it is the city, although I've not found any hostels out in that direction. So sticking at the city centre, if you do use the hostels, chuck it into one, drop your gear off and enjoy the game. Pubs, again, stay in the city centre around the major train stations if that's how you're getting in. We have sort of a base of our London based fan group near King's Cross. I'm sure other supporter groups based in London have similar things. I'm considering doing a video for that, especially for London. If that's something you'd like or you're interested in, let us know in the comments. Let us know who you support and I'll try and pull together a guide for where you can find your fans in and around central London, because there's always a decent crack on a match day. But failing that, once you are heading in, if you've gone to the Seven Sisters tube station and you start walking up from there, about a third of the way up on your right, there's what looks like used to be public toilets. It actually says ladies and gents on the left and right. It's been turned into a pub. It's a cracking little venue actually. Do real ales and stuff like that, but they're quite well set up for the match days. They turn people around pretty quickly at the bar, and there's outside drinking areas, but it's plastic cups and that, and people kind of get the drink and wander off. That's a decent stop. We usually jump in there for one on the way up if we've got time. You can find that at Cult Budget Corn. Or if you find yourself up closer to the stadium with time to spare, there is a cracking little mixed pub called the Antwerp Arms. It's actually a community pub run by and for the locals. I've been there a few times. It always has a good mix of fans home and away, and it's good crack, everyone gets on. That's just on the sort of the southwest corner of the stadium, and you'll need to make your way around to the northeast side of it to get into the away turnstiles. There used to be the Haringey Irish Centre. It had parking and stuff like that. It was very popular. It actually shut down in 2021, and it's now being run as a Polish and Eastern European community venue. It might be worth a try, but I don't know. I've tried contacting them, and there's nothing on social media to suggest that they have continued allowing football fans in. And actually, there's a few bits where people have left reviews saying, oh, we've inquired about something and we were just told no. So it looks like they've maybe closed off to their own target customer or something. I'm not sure. As I say, if you are that way, it might be worth a try. If you find any success, let me know in the comments and it'll help others. But all that aside, when you are ready to head to the ground, as I say, the away turnstiles are on the northeast corner. Find your way along the street and go up some steps. Miss assist outfit will get you to there. And this is one of the few that I would recommend getting in early. Concourse is spacious, there's plenty of room, there's plenty of staff on, you've got your bottom filling pint glasses as a novelty, and it was reasonably priced when it first opened. They were trying to undercut local bars and shut them down. It worked with a few, but the prices have crept up again now. But it's London, it is what it is. You're going to expect to be paying silly money for a pint. But yeah, in the stadium, it's a low slope that goes from pitch side back. The views, if you get low down, not great, but they're alright. I will say if there's a rainstorm, the first sort of 10 rows are going to get drenched, because despite the price of the stadium, they couldn't build a roof to cover all the seats for some reason. And that's not just an away fan problem, it's all the way around. We saw people getting drenched. I mean, we were there after a totally unexpected downpour that went from nothing to monsoon in 4 seconds. I was one of them morons with my top off, but only because it was so wet, it was colder to wear it. Took it off, put it over the rail in front of me, let it dry. So there's actually some logic to us Newcastle fans all getting our tops off. It's not as daft as it may seem a lot of the time, although sometimes it is. Anyway, I'm rambling on. If you found this useful, drop us a like on the video. It'll help me get this to other people who need it. It also help them find it by just giving the algorithm a nudge that it's useful information. If I've missed anything or you want me to add anything, let me know in the comments. And all that's left to say is I hope you get the result you're after. Have a great day. Don't let the football spoil your fun, and I'll see you in the next one.